Greetings, my name is Wendelica, and this is primarily a knitting podcast, although I sometimes talk about what's going on in my life and my other business, which is Bravewood Beanery. So I think we will start with our knitting content today, and then if you want to stick around for the rest, you can, and if not, no hard feelings, you can just turn off the video and I'll keep talking. So anyway, today is July 8th, 2021, and I have been fighting with this computer system for a large portion of the day, but now we have everything working, so here we go. I don't actually have a whole lot of knitting to show you because I was rather ill for 2.5 weeks or so, and I didn't have the energy to knit or even stay awake. But I am feeling much better now and ready to podcast. I actually have been knitting lately, which tells me that I am certainly on the mend, and that makes me very happy. So anyway, I was taking part in a mystery knit along by Lyrical Knits, and the knit along was The Knights Who Say Knit. Here it is for you. It was a super fun knit along. I did not make it by the deadline. I don't even know when the deadline was, but I finally did finish my Knights Who Say Knit wrap. It is full of all kinds of fun references to Monty Python and the Holy Grail, including, let's see, there are sections on, it mentions moose quite often. There are lots of jokes. And actually, I think you can buy this pattern all as one pattern now, not as individual clues. We have the tale of the newts. We have the tale of Arthur and the coconuts, the tale of the silly Frenchman, the tale of not so brave Sir Robin, the keepers of the sacred words, and each section has its own stitch pattern to go with it. So this is my Knights Who Say Knit wrap. It is very, very colorful. I purchased this color from Barnyard Knits, and I don't remember the name of the colorway, but it has something to do with daisies, so I will try and remember to put it down here when I am editing this. Anyway, my thought was to go with this beautiful spring green color, and I was sort of thinking of spring and of lavender and lilacs and beautiful blue sky and, you know, springy things. So this was a really fun project to work. You make two long chevron sections, and then they come together in the center right here, and then you pick up stitches and knit this triangle here to join, and then of course the other triangle on the other side to join the two pieces together. I went a little bit rogue on my color order. I followed the color order on the first half, but then I lost track of which color was what because I didn't actually write them down. And so rather than doing the variation for the second side that the pattern calls for, I just matched the colors from side to side, so it's symmetrical. If you want to go onto Ravelry or on Instagram and search the hashtag Knights Who Say Knit or Knights Who Say Knit Cal, you can see lots of beautiful versions of this. I just love the way everything comes together into the center. So I think I might someday work this up again with some more subdued colors. Of course, I didn't know what the pattern was going to be like when I picked my colors or when I put them in order. And it is really bright. Like, these colors will definitely be the pop of color in my wardrobe. But it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm sure I will find some fun occasions to wear this for. The other colors besides the main green color I think are all Knit Picks palette. So this will definitely have to be hand washed and blocked and all of that. But I'm going to have a lot of fun with it. I had a lot of fun with it already just knitting it. So let's see, the next thing I want to show you is something that you probably saw on the last episode if you watched it. If you didn't, that's okay. It's fine. I will show it to you again. I haven't made a lot of progress on this since last episode because I was so busy working on the Knights Who Say Knit wrap, but I have done a little bit on this. This is my baby blanket that I'm working on for my granddaughter, and it is basically a northeasterly shawl, or not shawl, northeasterly blanket design, but I am using self-striping yarn, Karen cotton cakes, and I have two different colorways going, and I'm just switching them out as I feel like it. There's the ball band for ya. I'm using that one, and I have another, let's see. So this is the cotton cakes yarn, and then I have this one, which is also a Karen yarn. I can't remember the name of this style, but it's fuzzy. So I'm alternating the two just as I feel like it. I am working it kind of like a sampler where there's a different stitch pattern for each color, and as the color changes, I change the pattern. And it just is a lot of fun that way. It keeps me interested. I think I'm just about to the end of this strip, and I'm going to do, I think, 2 more strips. I'll bind this off, and then I will join it as I go, just like a northeasterly blanket. And I have a northeasterly blanket on my needles. That is a super long-term project. It lives in my bedroom, and I have not worked on it at all, so I didn't bother bringing it out here to show it to you. But I thought I might show off this baby blanket for you, because it's kind of fun. Take something simple and just put your own spin on it. I like to do that sort of thing. So I have one more project that I would like to show you. And for this project, I am utilizing my Stitch Dictionary, one of them. This is called Up, Down, All Around, and it was compiled by Wendy Bernard. It's an excellent, excellent resource. This is the Wandering Leaves pattern out of this book that I used. The cool thing about this book is that it's full of all kinds of really fun textures, and for each stitch pattern, it gives you 4 different ways of knitting it. You have the bottom up flat version, the bottom up in the round version, and then the top down flat and the top down in the round. So you can find a way to use any of these patterns in just about any project you might be working on. Super, super handy resource. So if you can find a copy of that somewhere, I would say go for it. Anyway, the project that I just finished, this is an actual FO, is a pair of shorty socks here. And this yarn was left over from another project, and I had maybe 60 grams. So I thought I could probably get a pair of shorty socks done because I have really small feet. This is like a basic vanilla sock, but I added that cool lace pattern across the front. I used a short row heel, which is my go-to for vanilla socks because it's quick and easy and I don't have to think. I can just whip it out. This is 60 stitches around, and the contrast color was a mini skein from a set of mini skeins that I got from Fearless Sweet Fiber Co. And I really had a hard time picking one skein out of that set to use separately from the rest of the set. I don't know if that bothers anybody else, but I had a really hard time just pulling that one little mini skein out because it looked so nice. It just really rounded out the whole combination of colors in the set, and I just thought, oh no, if I use this for something else, I'll never be able to use it in this set, and it looks so nice in the set. But it's okay. I didn't use the whole ball. So anyway, I thought if I gave a couple rows of the pink through here, that it would look sort of like old-fashioned beading, where you take some lace and weave a ribbon in and out through it. And I sort of thought about maybe knitting a little bow to sew onto the side of the sock, you know, and making them opposite. But I don't know, that might be a little too much. Anyway, I like them like this. They fit my feet perfectly, and it was a quick, fun, easy project, and it got me through some sleepless nights, so that's awesome. That's what vanilla socks are best for. Okay, so seriously, that is all the knitting content I have after not podcasting forever. That's all I've got to show. But as I said, I was rather ill, so I wasn't doing a lot of knitting. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you were here just for the knitting, I will see you next time. And if you would like, you're welcome to stick around and listen to me rattle on about other things. So we have been working for quite a long time on updating and modernizing and repairing the house that my husband grew up in. We are hoping to be moving out there soon. We actually planned on moving about 4 or 5 weeks ago, and that just hasn't happened. But we're still doing little things like finishing the trim in the master bedroom, and we have to get a new sink for the bathroom. That's kind of a big one. I ordered a curved shower curtain rod because we have a jacuzzi bathtub in there, and it never had a shower before. I mean, it kind of had a shower head, but it was about here, not very usable. So anyway, we updated that and gave it a full height shower head. So then we also had to add a shower curtain because it didn't have a shower curtain before. Yeah, we've done so much work, especially in that bathroom. I will have to show you all some pictures. I don't think I got any before pictures, but I have taken a lot of in-process pictures and some video snippets and things. I don't want to bore you with like an hour-long slideshow of working on the house, but I'll put a little bit here and there in. We are getting so close to being ready to move in. It's getting really exciting. And yeah, I bought a vacuum cleaner. I bought a cool Dyson vacuum cleaner so that we can get all of the year's worth of accumulation out from underneath the carpet that's in there. We're not ready to replace the carpet right now, so I want to get it as clean as possible before we move in. Let's see. I'll have to show you, we've got so many cool things going on out there. I have a garden out there, and we have a flock of sheep, and we really need to be out there so that we can pay attention to them and take care of them, and, you know, fix the fences so they don't escape and things like that. I spent most of my day today roasting coffee for our local farmers market. That has been a new venture for Bravewood Beanery, and we are super excited to be offering freshly roasted coffee to our local customers here. It's what's called a pickup market, so you join our Facebook group, and then you can pre-order anything that any of the vendors have for sale on the Facebook group, and then you just show up on Friday when it's market time and pick up your order. It's really slick, and I think it's a really great idea. We are still getting started with it, so I haven't actually had anyone pre order yet. I would really love to see that happen though, because then I would know exactly what I need to roast to have it available for people, and so they can get their coffee ground if they want it, or whichever variety they like best. I usually roast 3 different varieties: a light roast, a medium roast, and a dark roast. So there's a little bit of something for everybody. This week we are doing an El Salvador Santa Ana for our lighter roast, an organic Mexico Chiapas for our medium roast, and then a Sumatra Mandling for our dark roast. So there really is something for everyone. I'm going to be bringing some cold brew to sample out, and I'm just hoping that we can have a really good turnout and a really great market, and that we can sell lots of coffee. I really enjoy introducing people to excellent coffee, because so many people have never actually experienced good coffee, really excellent coffee that has been freshly roasted and ground right before you brew it. It's just a wonderful thing. So anyway, that's what I have been doing today, and spending a lot of time out at the ranch working on things over there. I can't wait to show you guys pictures of the ranch actually finished. It's going to be so nice. It's going to be wonderful to get moved over there. So, anyway, this episode is just going to have to be short and sweet because I don't have a whole lot more to show. I hope that you are enjoying your crafting time, whether you're crocheting or knitting or tatting or weaving or whatever it is that you like to do while you're watching your podcasts. Let me know in the comments down below what you're working on. I would love to hear about your projects. And let me know if anything I'm working on has inspired you to do something fun. And I guess I will talk to you next time. Bye. I'm starting off this tour with showing you a bunch of light switches, because this just illustrates the sort of quirky things that we're dealing with in remodeling, updating this house. You can see all of the light switch covers were actually cut off because they were put too close to the doorways. Now, this is our dining room. We have some nice sliding doors there, and this is the kitchen. You can see we have a lot of stuff kind of piled everywhere. Some of it is ours, and some of it is left over from Mom and Dad. So soon we're going to have to sort through all of that stuff and actually make some hard decisions. This is the hallway, bookshelf full of hymnals and various music books. And up here on the left is our bathroom, and we're really proud of this bathroom. It has gone through some serious changes, and we actually had someone do this tile work for us, and they did just an amazing job, so much better than we could have done ourselves. The whole house has built-in storage everywhere, so we have this wonderful cupboard and drawers built in. We are still looking for a sink. Everything is in this biscuit color, which was popular quite a number of years ago and is now a little bit harder to find. So we need to find ourselves a biscuit-colored sink for the bathroom. That's one of the last things we have to do before we can move in. Now this room is Justin's room. He has some beautiful windows looking out over the deck, more built-in storage, and we just finished putting the cork tiles up on his wall so that he can play mad scientist and tack up all of his design ideas to his heart's content. This is the girls' room, and Elena taking a break there. The girls did 90% of the work in here. They replaced the ceiling, took out all of the drywall, put in insulation, put up new drywall, learned how to tape and mud and texture. They did all the painting, they stained all of the trim. They learned how to do all of the measuring and cutting for this whole project, and they even did the flooring themselves. They have learned so much. We've all learned so much in this whole house renovation project. It's just amazing. And this is the master bedroom. This is the last big project that we have to do before we can move in. That big bare spot on the wall used to be a sort of a fake headboard that was built onto the wall. All of that stuff is stuff that we still need to sort through and decide what to do with. But you can see lots of built-in drawers, and my wonderful husband putting all of the trim in around the flooring that we just did. So that is our house tour. I hope you enjoyed it. I will leave you with a small snippet of video of our flock of sheep out here. I can't wait to get moved out here. It's going to be so nice. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.